From downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at noon starts now.
Well, good Thursday afternoon. You see a little haze out there, tracking a couple of showers and over the next 24 hours, some heavy downpours, but we want to get it out of the way. Some big events coming up.
Also at noon, after weeks of secret negotiations, we are getting our first look at the Senate health care plan. But first, we are learning more about the man accused of stabbing an officer at Bishop International Airport in Flint. The suspect stabbed 50-year-old Amor Fatui remains in custody as the FBI continues to investigate the attacks as an act of terrorism. Our Rod Maloney joins us now outside of Bishop International Airport there in Flint. And Rod, do we know how Lieutenant Jeff Neville is doing this noon?
As best we can tell, he is still in stable condition. We're told that he is with his family and that they are together in the hospital today, and it would look like he is on the mend, although clearly he had cuts that required surgery, and that is going to be probably a prolonged recovery for him. In the meantime, there are a lot of preparations in terms of trying to figure out what can be said today. There's going to be a briefing here shortly. There's also going to be one in Detroit later on this afternoon where we should be getting more information from both the FBI, Homeland Security, and also the airport officials here. But let's take a look at some of the things that have come out this morning in this case. Flint Airport operating as normal today, no obviously stepped up security. But just a few minutes ago, we saw a large contingent of FBI and Homeland Security officers coming into the airport. They're still investigating what happened here yesterday, and it's likely they're also working to help the Flint Bishop Airport Police prepare for a briefing coming up at 12:30. The 911 tapes from yesterday are chilling.
Second floor inside the terminal, we got an officer down. It sounds like stabbing to the neck.
And there is new audio tape out this noontime of yesterday's initial hearing in a Flint federal courtroom. Amor Fatui speaking with a judge.
Sir, would you please state your name for the record and spell both your first and last name?
Can I put this one? I can't speak clear.
Why don't we take a quick break, if I could speak to the marshal.
After the break, they were able to get Fatui's information and gave us more information about the man from Montreal, Canada, but hails originally from Tunisia. One of the things that they said is that he is married and has children, and so they're working on trying to learn more about other things about him and perhaps how he might have been radicalized and all of those kinds of things. And they're still trying to figure it out. Now, there was a lengthy interview yesterday. There were discussions about all of what was done inside the airport, and so now we're just trying to sort of move this thing forward. He is under detention right now. There's going to be a detention hearing and an arraignment next Wednesday, and so I'm sure that there'll be many more interviews with him between now and then. So lots to talk about, lots to see this afternoon. We'll certainly have important updates for you coming up on Local 4 News at 4, 5, and 6. Reporting live in Flint, Rod Maloney, Local 4.
Rod, thank you. And we do want to update everyone on that additional coverage we'll have later today. You can keep it right here with Local 4 and click on Detroit.com. Our team coverage will kick off on Local 4 News with Karen Drew anchoring from Flint. That's today, starting on Local 4 News first at 4. We are also following breaking news from Washington, where a draft of the new Republican health care bill was finally unveiled today. The bill was revealed by Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell. Among the changes from the previous health care bill include severe cuts to Medicaid, tax breaks for the wealthy, and an elimination of funding for Planned Parenthood programs. Majority Leader McConnell says that the cuts free the American people, while Minority Leader Bill Schumer says that the new bill hurts those who need it most.
We agreed on the need to free Americans from Obamacare's mandates, and policies contained in the discussion draft will repeal the individual mandate so Americans are no longer forced to buy insurance they don't need or can't afford.
This is a bill designed to strip away health care benefits and protections from Americans who need it most.
The Senate is expected to vote on the bill sometime next week, and you can read the full 142-page draft plan on our homepage at clickondetroit.com. New information this afternoon on that deadly crash along I-75 in Woodhaven that left the freeway closed for hours this morning. Police say that a 33-year-old Garden City man was riding on his motorcycle along southbound 75 around 3 o'clock in the morning at the Dix-Toledo exit when he lost control and flew off of his bike. As he was lying there in the middle of the lanes on 75, he was actually hit multiple times by other vehicles. The drivers that hit him did stop and have been cooperating with police. The investigation continues. We are going to switch gears here and talk with Brandon about what's happening outside today with the weather and temperatures and humidity is soaring.
Yeah, it is really beginning to take shape here. I want to take you back to about 6 o'clock this morning. This is when the showers first started to form around Metro Detroit. Got real heavy up north as we put it into motion. Some rain and thunder didn't hit everybody, but we saw some showers, and now we're starting to thin the clouds out, and the temperatures, humidity, wind, all on the upswing big time here. Look at some of the numbers we're seeing. 84 in Lansing, 83 in Howell, 83 in Flint. It's 80 Pontiac and Mount Clemens with a little bit more hazy sunshine, a little more cloud cover downtown. So temperatures still in the 70s here, but taking off again very soon and on our way to about 90 degrees. And although the radar shows some improvement, the recipe is there for some strong storm potential through the middle afternoon. Most of us will not see this. We need to stay hydrated and not overdo it with the heat and humidity. But one or two of these showers popping up could be on the strong side. We'll take a closer look at that, Rhonda, coming up.
All right, Brandon, thank you. The man charged in connection with the shooting of an off-duty Detroit police officer was back in court today for a preliminary hearing. 19-year-old Kevon Robinson is charged with armed robbery and conspiracy to commit armed robbery. Police say that Robinson tried to rob a liquor store and then stole the officer's gun after he'd been hit and his cell phone. During today's hearing, police reviewed surveillance tape from the shooting. Robinson's being held on a $1 million bond. And one of the Michigan State University football players charged with sexual assault was back in court today. 19-year-old Austin Robertson is charged with third-degree criminal sexual conduct. Prosecutors say that he raped a woman on April 8th after walking her to an apartment. Today, Robertson was in court for his preliminary exam. He's being held on a $250,000 bond. Detroit's Q Line will continue giving all passengers free rides. The Kresge Foundation announced today that it will cover the cost of rides on Detroit's new streetcar system, which opened to the public last month. Kresge's generosity will allow all passengers to continue riding the Q Line free of charge now through September 4th, Labor Day, all summer. M1 Rail, the Q Line owners, had previously said free rides would only continue until July 1st. So you get a little more time to try it out for free. Still ahead, a member of the Bill Cosby jury is speaking out, coming up why they say the 79-year-old comedian was not found guilty. And a dangerous stunt in the middle of a health care protest, what a man riding a motorcycle did that now has him locked up. But first, Tropical Storm Cindy makes landfall along the Gulf Coast, how the storm is impacting millions of people and where, after the break.
I want to introduce you to this beautiful little bundle right here. This is Bryn, and she's in the NICU at Children's Hospital of Michigan. Today is a big day. It is moving day for Bryn and 35 other little babies. It takes a great deal of choreography to get them from this unit to their brand new home in the brand new tower. And only we can show you behind the scenes the choreography it takes to move these precious, fragile little bundles. I'll see you today at 4 on First at 4.
Our client.
Welcome back. One person is dead after Tropical Storm Cindy made landfall this morning, hitting the Gulf Coast with strong winds and heavy rain. The storm spans all the way from Texas to the Florida Panhandle. In some areas, more than a foot of flooding has forced evacuations. In Alabama, a 10-year-old boy was killed after getting hit with debris while trying to take cover. Tourists nearby say that the storm was much stronger than they expected.
I've never seen the waves this big on any of the times that I've been out here, and that's the first thing that caught my eye was the waves are about double the size of normal.
Forecasters say that the storm is expected to move north, but won't die down just yet. Residents in the storm's path should prepare for more heavy rain, tornadoes, and possibilities of flooding. Disaster avoided in San Francisco after a motorcyclist nearly ran over a group of protesters. Wednesday afternoon, a crowd of people were lying on the ground to protest the new Republican health care bill. During their demonstration, a man on a motorcycle sped through that group, narrowly missing multiple people by a matter of inches. Police say that they have arrested that rider, but he has not yet been charged. And new information regarding the sexual assault trial against Bill Cosby, as one of the jurors reveals why the comedian was not convicted. The unnamed jurors said after 52 hours of deliberation, 10 of the 12 jurors agreed Cosby was guilty on 2 felony counts. The other 2 jurors disagreed and refused to convict Cosby no matter what. Cosby was accused of molesting Andrea Constand back in 2004. If convicted, he would have faced up to 30 years in prison.
New at noon.
We are just a few days away from Monday's Ford fireworks celebration. Coming up, the president and CEO of the parade company joins us with what's new at this year's show. And of course, all eyes are on the weather for Monday, Brandon.
A completely new forecast, weather that we haven't experienced much of on the Ford Fireworks Day. Stay tuned for that and how some tropical depression Cindy moisture could impact your Friday. Next.
It was like the scariest moment I have ever had.
A mistake that put her child's life in jeopardy.
Complete panic. Like my heart stopped. I just ran out to the car.
Getting in the car, going about her day like many with children do.
You are responsible for your actions. Take your children with you is my best advice.
I'm Karen Drew, a mother's life-saving lesson, tonight at 11.
Suburban Buick.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the man of the hour right now. Tony Michaels, the president and CEO of the Parade Company, which is bringing the Ford fireworks back to the riverfront on Monday. Thank you so much for joining us.
Great to be here.
So we're all anxious for Monday night, of course, and Local 4 is glad to always be a part of this great Detroit tradition.
Well, thank you.
Let's talk about, I know there's always a theme. So what's the theme this year?
The theme this year is Detroit right now. And we could not think of a better theme with the momentum and everything happening in the city.
Absolutely.
It's so exciting. It really is. It just seemed to fit so well.
Now, one of the things is the music, the choreography that goes along with the fireworks. Is that going to have a Detroit theme too?
There's a lot of touches, you know, in the music. I get to do that, so I start working on it in December.
Seriously? You get to pick the song?
True story, yeah. And
oh, wow, that's
yeah,
cool.
So I start in December, and our island in the kitchen is filled with titles and things. And yeah, and so then we turn it over.
Party. There's a lot of people that would love to help you with that.
And then we turn it over to Zambelli and Patrick Burrow, the choreographer, and then we meet with Patrick and talk about the highs and lows of the show. And it is going to be a pretty special show. We're doing something at the beginning that we've never done. And the end is going to be something, the first time in the United States that this technology is going to be put to use in fireworks. So those, I know I'm dangling out there, but.
Is there any way to describe? I mean, we're definitely going to notice something is different about these fireworks because they're always phenomenal.
Well, the beginning, get your seatbelt on. That would be the best way to say it, yeah.
Cool.
And then at the end and in the show, you're going to see some technology with some letters and things that has never been used in the country. And I would tell you, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention Ford Motor Company and what they do and for the community. And here we are with the title sponsorship again of the Ford fireworks. And what a company to work with. We're just so fortunate because it allows the Parade Company to put this on for everybody in the city.
Well, they care about this community and are just big givers.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit more about the experience. One, it's the folks that come out and find their spot in downtown Detroit, but also our broadcast that kicks things off. Talk about who we're going to see, who's performing, what's different.
Well, I'll tell you what, there's a lot happening. There's some surprises that are going to show up at the party itself that are going to be on the air with you guys. I can't give that away right now.
Can't give that away either.
I can't.
All right, well,
I
how
can't.
about we just tell people the important things? What time?
Okay, I know that DIV, you guys come on the air at 8 o'clock, goes till 11, and you have the duets this year and all the great things happening.
A lot of local singers are going to be performing. We usually
Right.
do the super singers, but we're doing local duets, putting some people together.
Absolutely.
And then the actual fireworks start.
At about 9:45, the Star Spangled Banner, along with the Canadian National Anthem. 9:55, it breaks loose, and I mean this year, it really breaks loose. It's going to be just so great.
Awesome. Well, we can't wait, and we're so excited about this unusual forecast that I don't think we've ever had before. A little cooler and no threat of rain.
It's a little different, isn't it? Yeah, yeah.
It
And we
certainly
just
is.
want everyone to come to downtown, go to Belle Isle, Hart Plaza, the new plaza at Woodward. Come down and enjoy this because this is a Detroit together moment.
It is. It's a special day.
Really
we love
is.
being a part of it. Well, congratulations
Thank
in
you.
advance.
Yeah, let's get there. Let's get there.
Let's get over to Brandon and find out what is in store for this forecast for Monday, Brandon.
Well, still about 4 days away, but right now, as Rhonda mentioned, we don't want rain during the fireworks, check. And how about some comfortable temperatures as everybody's gathering downtown all day? Right around 70 degrees. We'll take that. Beautiful day ahead. And we'll certainly let you know if anything changes, but right now things are looking good. Here are the Local 4 storm pins as we look at what is happening out there. And thunderstorm cloud sent in a beautiful shot here from Macomb. Look at the colors of those clouds, just absolutely gorgeous. And this is very important because we are under a marginal risk for severe weather. I don't think we're going to see a whole lot of development, but with the heat of the afternoon really starting to climb around 90, it's steamy, a lot of rising air, so 1 or 2 showers and storms that could be a little more dangerous. And so again, the thought of storm pins is to take a picture of a storm cloud, something, what it's doing, where it's headed, so everybody involved in this can get an idea of what's happening. It's a Tom Holzer Ford sponsored, and it is free under a WDIV in your app store. 72 at Romulus, one of our cool spots, mainly because of the clouds, but the clouds are thinning. Winds out of the southwest are going to be picking up, and it all leads to warming air. Already into the middle 80s in some of your suburbs, 90, feeling like low 90s when you add the humidity. And between the hours of 2 and 5 p.m. really need to watch out for a pop-up, like Florida-like weather, right? 90, steamy. Here they come. 1 or 2 could produce gusty winds, maybe a little bit of hail and some heavy downpours. And then tonight overnight, we have some more wet weather coming in. You've heard us talk about Tropical Storm Cindy. We get into that as we head through the overnight, just adding to the storm that's already nearby. Here is the boating forecast because it's going to get warm. Everybody's going to want to get out there. Don't forget, the winds are going to be whipping 10 to 20 out of the southwest. So we're going to have some chop out there. Not the safest boating conditions, even though everybody wants to get out there. And the water temperatures are really starting to come up nicely as well. Warm front, this is a trigger for some of the showers, but you can see underneath that the clouds are starting to thin out and our temperatures take off in a hurry. And you see some of this Cindy moisture way down south around the Ohio Valley, and we'll tap into some of that as we go into early tomorrow. Early morning and through the mid-morning, probably the heaviest rains that we'll see here for a little while. And clearing out for the second half of the day. Good news for GM River Days. Saturday, Sunday also look very nice. And Rhonda, there it is Monday. Does that look good? 71 degrees for your Ford fireworks.
I like it. It's going to be a beautiful night. Thank you, Brandon. Still ahead, a day at the beach turns into a rescue mission. The new video showing what a group of officers did after finding a beached shark.
100.5